What's going on, YouTube? Drew Nelson back here again, and I apologize for my hiatus from the YouTube dipping community. Last week was just fucking like a shit show as far as classes go, and just in general, like school is fucking. I don't even know. School is school. Fuck school. Like why do I even bother? I just want to like drop out of school and like do what I love to do, which is like I wanted to be a fucking pirate when I was a kid. So like maybe I'll just drop out of school and be a pirate. I don't know. That's what I fucking want to do. Anyways, apologies for being off the tube for so long. But now I'm coming back at you with a review of this. This is Skoal Crisp Blend, and Crisp Blend is pretty much a mix of apple and citrus. So I haven't been able to find like just the generic like same just one flavor like just Skoal apple. I haven't been able to find it anywhere, and like I don't know why. I always thought that they always would have it, but maybe it's like Skoal vanilla and they just like discontinued it for some weird reason. So many of you guys are going to know this as the bitch dip. This is pretty much this one. Skoal Crisp Blend actually is a little bit stronger, but like Crisp Blend, Rich Blend, cherry, apple, vanilla, citrus, berry, like all those flavors from Skoal are typically dips that you would take like for your first dip. And I know my first one was Skoal Cherry, which probably makes me a huge fucking bitch, but you know, that was and I was like, I was scared, like, when I put my dip, I was like, oh my god, I'm addicted, oh my, like, what am I gonna do, I'm such a bad person, and then I realized that dip, like, actually isn't bad, like, that bad for you at all, so, let's go ahead and throw one in. You're probably asking yourself, why am I looking so fly for a white guy? I went with the pocket square today, and I wasn't sure if it was too much fucking gay accessorizing, but I don't know, the ladies seemed to like it. The reason I'm dressed up, I went to this whole like student leadership and diversity conference at South Carolina, and so I was just like, oh dude, like if I dress up swaggy, then like maybe I stand a good chance at like getting digits, and instead of like going to one of the lecture sessions, just like hooking up with like some rando in the back, like a back room somewhere. But that obviously that never fucking happened. So because now I'm fucking back in my room, I'm doing a dip review instead of like boning a rando in fucking like a linens closet at the University Union. But yeah, so that's why I'm dressed up. I fucking coordinated the pocket square and the tie, and I didn't have my fucking tie bar. I was heated this morning, but you know what the fuck are you gonna do? So let's go ahead and we'll take a pretty big one today of Skoal of the Crisp Blend, just because the line of like the fruitier Skoals typically has a smaller nicotine content, like a much lower nicotine content than pretty much any other like form of dip. So you are gonna, if you want to like get a pick-me-up out of it, you are gonna have to throw in like a very large dip. So let's go ahead and do that now. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. So now we'll do a horseshoe. Why is that? Because someone asked me the other day, like, what is a horseshoe? I was like, are you fucking retarded? Like that's like the biggest thing to know, like in dipping, is the fucking horseshoe. If you don't know for whatever reason, like don't feel bad about it. It's just like a dip fucking jargon. A horseshoe is when you spread all the dip out, like in. I didn't mean to like flip you off there, sorry, but it's when you like spread all the dip, like all in this area and like all around here. Sometimes you can do a double horseshoe too, like with Stoker's. Since Stoker's like doesn't fucking do anything, it's like moss. Yeah, do a double horseshoe or do a big horseshoe if you're feeling lucky and or you just want to get a fucking buzz on. So let's spread it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. This is looking good right now. Oh yeah. Alright, so not too bad. I'm not going to be able to fucking talk with this in. Holy shit. Alright, well, into the fucking dip review. first and foremost, Skoal Crisp Blend it's not as sweet as the original Skoal apple. It is a little more, you can taste more tobacco in the Crisp Blend, more definitely than you can in the apple blend. The apple is just more like, it tastes like, it doesn't even taste like dip, it just tastes like fucking synthetic apple flavoring, like, I don't know. The Crisp Blend is a little more earthy, I guess, a little more like, it's got more like tobacco flavor in it. But that said, I don't think it's like the best tasting like fruity flavored dip or whatever. I think that award would actually go to Skoal Cherry. Mainly that's just because I fucking like have a fondness for it being my first dip and all. But I would say that the fruit flavor in this is more, it's more tobacco than it is fruit flavor, which is good. We like that. The biggest determining factor, I think, about Skoal Crisp Blend, the thing that I like most about it, and this goes for anything with the Skoal Xtra tag right here. Xtra is fucking cheap. Oh my god, this was like, let's see, I bought this and a can of Coke Blanc for like $7, and a can of Coke Blanc is normally like $4, so that would make this like $3, which would make it cheaper than Grizzly, and like slightly like a quarter, 25 cents more expensive than like fucking Longhorn or something. So if you don't mind, kind of like the catcalls that you'll get from people like, oh, he's dipping Skoal Crisp Blend, what a fucking pussy. Like, if you don't mind that, it's actually a very good dip for the price. Even if you're just looking to mix it up, you're like, hey man, I've been chewing Coke fucking long cut forever and like Coke straight, and I want to like mix it up, but I've already tried like Skoal Mint and Grizz Wintergreen and like Coke Wintergreen and like all these different flavors. I would say try like one of the Crisp Blends, or try Crisp Blend or Rich Blend. Rich Blend is kind of like, it's like a mix of cherry and straight is how I would describe it. Crisp Blend is more kind of like apple and citrus, or like apple and straight maybe a little bit. Both of those offshoots, both of them are the Skoal Xtra line, and they're both really good. I like both of them, especially for the price. Like I would rather pay like $3 and get a can of like dip that I would really like if I'm like mixing it up and I'm getting a different flavor. I'd rather pay $3 to get a can of like this than, I don't know, even though it's a quarter more, and like I love Grizzly and everything, sometimes it's just nice to mix it up. And plus, Skoal's texture is a lot better than Grizzly. So if you're looking to mix it up and you don't want to rip the fucking shit out of your gums, then go with Skoal Xtra. It is good stuff. Let's see, what else did I want to go over? Oh, Super Bowl predictions. I predict that Ray Lewis is just, he's, I heard some shitty joke the other day. What the fuck was it? I totally just forgot how it went. It was something about Ray Lewis killing somebody and like how he's dying to get this Super Bowl win or some shit like that. I don't even know. That being said, I think that the Ravens are going to pull it out. That's just my Super Bowl prediction. That's my opinion. I do apologize, actually, in fact, because one of my good friends from home is Steve Donatel, and we went to high school together. He went to Ranch with me, and he goes to Wake Forest now. He plays football at Wake, and his dad is Ed Donatel, the D-backs coach for the 49ers. So I'm sorry, Mr. Donatel and Sherry and Ed Donatel and Steve Donatel, if you're out there and you're somehow watching my fucking dip reviews on YouTube. And I apologize for swearing, sorry. But if you are watching my dip reviews, then I do apologize. I think the Ravens are going to pull it out. I think that they're just so amped up because it's Ray Lewis's last game. Like, that's sick. I can't even imagine the atmosphere in New Orleans right now, or like the atmosphere in New Orleans when Ray Lewis comes out and like does his fucking dance and everything for the last time. Oh, I would sell my soul to be there. It would be so sick. So the only reason I apologize to you, Steve, is everybody. Steve sent me pictures the other night of, let's see, he had pictures with like Sean Jackson. His mom was sitting like Yeah, let me find it real quick. Hopefully you guys can see it. I don't even know. So this is Steve's mom, and then that's Mike Ditka behind her. Come on, man. And then he's got pictures with like, or he doesn't have pictures with, but he has pictures of like Herm Edwards, Teddy Bruschi. Fucking sweet, right? I'm so jealous, Steve. Like the life that you're living is so tight, dude. You just get to like ditch out of school whenever time you want, and like just go to New Orleans, like go to the Super Bowl. That's so. And you meet Teddy Bruschi, who like for some reason my friend group just hates Teddy Bruschi. Like I don't even know why. I think Bruschi's a cool dude. But like you get to meet Teddy Bruschi and Herm Edwards. Like we dared him. Actually, I think it was Gooch that dared you, Steve, to say like you play to win the game and just yell it at Herm Edwards. So I don't know. I don't know if you ever did that, but I know if I was Herm Edwards and someone told that to me, I'd be fucking pissed. Let's see. What else? What else to talk about? Steve's pictures. Oh, bullshit today. So as I said, I went to the Student Leadership and Diversity Conference, whatever that means, at the University of South Carolina. Awesome event. Totally, like it was totally worth it. Like they had a bunch of really good speakers, some good workshops and everything. The one complaint that I have is, oh my god, the lady that spoke to us after we finished lunch was the like former wife or the wife of former South Carolina governor. I think Hodges was his name or something. Literally the worst speaker I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm not saying that like I'm a perfect speaker. Obviously, I say like and I fucking look up this way a lot. I don't fucking know why, but at least I'm like engaging and I'm like, hey, like let me tell you about dip. This lady was just like the amount of self-righteousness in this lady's speech was absurd. It was ridiculous. It was just like constantly like, you should be thankful, like you should be thankful for what I did and for what my husband did, and I renovated the governor's mansion, and like just all this fucking garbage, and I was just sitting there like, God, kill me now. Cyanide capsules, like please distribute them. But yeah, so then immediately after that, we were probably supposed to stay for like 2 or 3 more workshops, but I was like, fuck that, deuces, and I just fucking booked it out of there. I cheesed it. So that's just some of the and now I'm taking a large dip in my room, and I'm really enjoying it. So lastly, spring break is coming up, and if any of you have like watched some of my other videos, or maybe I've mentioned it before, I don't really know. I was going to offer you guys some recommendations for spring break destinations, and the one place that I went to last year, I went there over spring break with a few of my bros, like from the dorm and everything. We went to Panama City Beach in Florida, which was like insane. It was the biggest shit show of my entire life. Like I woke up in a stairwell, I had my like boxers around I had nothing but my boxers on, and my friends told me that I was like on my phone talking to nobody in particular. I was just fucking like rambling into my phone. Who knows? I don't even know why I did this, but that pretty much perfectly wraps up Panama City. It is if you're a freshman in college right now and you're like, oh, I don't really know where to go for spring break, and you're on the East Coast, go to Panama City. Would I do it again? Fuck no, absolutely not. I would not go to Panama City again, but as a freshman in college, like, and seeing that, like, the wet t-shirt contest, like, MTV, like, all this stuff, and everybody is, like, having a great time, like, it's Panama City, it's fucking awesome. That was definitely, like, an experience that I did forget, but that will always live in somewhere in my fucking subconscious as a very fun spring break trip. If you're on the West Coast, Lake Havasu, obviously, haven't been there, but have heard from some friends that it is just like, it's like Panama City except like in the West. So hit up Havasu. If you're not doing anything else over spring break, I don't even know. I never went on like any of those alternative spring break trips that they offer at some schools, like doing Habitat for Humanity shit. I don't even know, but like I've heard from people that they're actually like pretty fun, because like you build a house for somebody and then you just like go out and get drunk at night, which is great. So if your school offers one, you know, and you don't have anything else to do, it's cheap. It's like $150 and you have something to do for spring break. Let's see, what else? Go to the mountains, go camping, go fucking like go do something, because God knows if I like didn't have any plan. I'm going to Miami for spring break, and God knows if I like didn't have any plans already, I'd probably just like sit around and play Duty all day. Which finally got Duty on my lovely Xbox 360 back here, and my fucking life has been nothing but like Duty and dip for probably the past like 4 or 5 days. So yeah, but thankfully I'm first prestige like level 25. My gamer tag is Psycho Falcon 7, and it's PSYCO. Yes, I misspelled psycho because I was like in fucking 6th grade and I just thought it was like a cool sounding name or whatever. So capital P, PSYCO, space, capital F, Falcon, FALCON, and then 7. No space in between the N and the 7. Add me on Xbox Live, and I will do my best to get a game in with you. I used my permanent unlock token on the Ballista, and I totally realized that I should have used it on the XPR instead. But I don't know. I like the Ballista a little bit more than the DSR 50. So, but yeah. So, let's see. What the fuck else? I don't even know. I'm probably going to go play Duty right now, actually. So I will be coming back tonight just because I've been fucking on a hiatus from the YouTube dipping community. I am going to come back tonight and do a review of Redman, just the original Redman. So I figured I would do a review on that. And then I'll probably get into like reviewing more of the leaf tobacco brands like Levi Garrett, Beach Nut, Taylor's Pride, Redman, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and be sure to check back. I'm probably going to upload the other one soon, probably in like another 2 to 3 hours or something like that. So thank you guys for watching, and keep on dipping. Thank you.